see Drewski's new church kid?
Shout out to Drewski. Shout out to Drewski. I did one of his favorite love episodes down here in Atlanta last year. I saw it, and a lot of Christians are angry at Drewski. Now, don't get me wrong. Sometimes Drewski poke fun at things I don't think should be made fun of, right? But guess what? I support him in that church skit. Drewski was 100% accurate in that church skit. First of all, you don't get upset at comedians because the job of the comedian is to do what? Use satire to drive home a point by exaggerating the reality. And that's exactly what Drewski did. In that skit, when Drewski drove, he was leaving the church, and a guy came up to him, and I think he asked him for a couple of dollars or something, and Drewski said, "Did you donate to my fund?" And the guy said, "No." He said, "Get away from my car." That's real. That's real. I've had people tell me that the church that their mother and father belonged to would not even bury them because they didn't donate enough money to it. You follow what I'm saying? So that is true. If they don't get enough money from you, they act like they don't know you. The part where he showed how, he basically tried to show how any wrongdoing that a pastor does, he will somehow, some way, use the scripture to justify what he does. Drewski did an excellent job bringing that point home. This is what I would say to the Christian church. And it's not all churches. And mind you, you're talking to a descendant of pastors, okay? That's where I get my gift of public speaking from. And I speak in churches all the time, so I have no issue with black Christianity. My issue is the fact that the church, collectively speaking, does not hold itself accountable.
Stranger Thing, what they call it, strange.
Charlie Kirk reveals the worst show in history.
Thing. It's awful. It's unwatchable. I've tried it multiple times. There's no depth. And again, people are going to criticize me. I'm going to get more emails about Stranger Things. I find it to be so lacking in any substance, and I've tried so many times, and it does not resonate with me. It's about
I mean, what do you expect from a show about an alien from another dimension taking niggas to another? Like, what do you expect, my nigga? Like, you want this to be a fucking philosophy on aliens and shit, my nigga? Like, bro, you want Beckman to come inside your head and saying and give you philosophies, my nigga? Like, what was you expecting, twin? I feel like a lot of niggas just be trying to be over the top and all that. Like, you like, shut up, bro. You know what I'm saying? Stranger Things was a great show. I know niggas ain't like the ending. You know, a lot of people say, hey, it was kind of rushed. And I generally do feel it was rushed, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I did like the sentimental ending, right? It was very emotional. I'll be honest, I did cry a little bit, you feel me? Because it was like, damn, this is a chapter coming to an end, right? At some point in your life, as you continue to grow old, you get older, you start realizing all things that were good in life, right? Friendships, relationships, bonds, same times, the world continuously evolves, right? You might evolve with it, like the fucking sauce, you know what I'm saying? And that part, getting like, damn, you can't just sit in the past and try to create these new memories, like, you know what I mean? Right? That's why we have the ability to reflect on those old times. You know what I'm saying? We're not like, oh, we have hey, it can't be like those times, you know what I'm saying? Not it can't be, but when that age transitions to adulthood, hey, we gotta move, we gotta find ourselves, we gotta live life, and that might mean, you know what I'm saying? I might not see you every day. We might not see you for all your years. I might end up in a whole other state, probably find out like these individuals are real. I might find out real more, you know what I'm saying? But it's just a cycle like evolution. I'm like, damn, bro, that's real. Because I'm about myself. Transfer to schools, all that eventually cut them off, you know what I'm saying? We build a relationship with right? You know, we break down time, like, I like to go on I will say to like, damn, I ain't gotta constantly cut things off, you know what I'm saying? I gotta evolve, like, I gotta move past certain shit, you know? But unfortunately, it's not like this, you know what I'm saying? There's certain things that can't work, you know what I'm saying? You have to do things you gotta do, certain things you gotta right? But that little story, you feel me? That's what I'm saying.
I don't know how to describe it. It's like a track, right? And then everybody's on it, and then when you achieve a lot or you do good, you start to succeed. You start to exceed it. Like, you start to keep going.
If you hang around people who act like you are who you are, then you'll forget who you are. And I got a doper way. I've written it down in a doper way. Yeah, tweet, you know. We should just tweet while we like, let's tweet that right now, shit.
Mentioned working out's gay.
Here we go.
You got beef, dude. You don't like working out?
I hate working out because it hurts. I think people should work out. I think it's good for you. But the gym bro culture, it's so vain. You know what I mean? There's like mirrors everywhere and everybody's like posing and taking shirtless pics.
I know, I'm such a part of it. I'm such a creator of it, low key, actually.
Yeah, you're like a pioneer. Looking good is a good reason to do it. You should want to look good. Yeah. You should want to be healthy. Some people take it a little too far.
Your girlfriend left you? Yes! Great. A better one is coming. You lost $1 million? Yes! But is enough space in the bank for you to earn $1 billion fucking dollars? You crashed your car? Yes! Wish that motherfucker would have blown up. Because anyways, I'm buying a new one. Anything bad that happens to you, just say yes.
Just when I thought Kai Cenat couldn't get any more performative, he decides to drop this absolute banger. In this video, he's working on his new brand Vivette, basically some type of fashion brand. And you know, he's staying up late, writing down ideas, working hard. And at one point, he pulls out these Instax photos and tapes them to the paper. Like, is this a vision board or what? But that's not even really that bad. Have you noticed the quality of this video? That's because he used a 3DS to record the video. As you can see his comment right here, recording off my 3DS. We are reaching new levels of performative we have never seen before. This guy grabbed his 3DS, and he might have even bought a 3DS just for this, and set it up, recorded, and then he had to take the SD card, move it over to his PC, and take the video off. You could have just used your phone. I'm not even trying to be a supreme hater, but it feels like he's just trying to get to some type of documentary. Purposefully making the video quality bad just for the aesthetic is so weird. The thing is, he's already made it. He doesn't need a come-up success story documentary. I feel like he's gonna pull up one day with a documentary being like, I was very successful as a streamer, but I didn't feel like it was enough. I had to go and follow my passions.
Breaking Bad is so great. And I could do a whole show on Breaking Bad, which I might do right now. Do you know what I love about Breaking Bad? Is that it starts with the ultimate character of innocence, right? A teacher in the suburbs, perfectly healthy, with the last name of White. I mean, could you think of somebody that is a more stereotypical picture of innocence? And what made Breaking Bad so unique and so special is that it wasn't the hero's journey It was the anti-hero's journey. It was the descent into confronting your own evil. And so he lost his hair as he lost his innocence. He confronted his cancer, and it was the old adage of how far are you willing to push your own morality for what you consider to be the greater good. And Walter White becomes not just the hero, he becomes the villain that you're almost cheering for. When you watch Breaking Bad, you start in the 3rd or 4th season, you're cheering for his murder. You're like, you can do it, you can cook more meth. And you're like, wait a second, I'm cheering for a meth cook? And they deceive you as a viewer. So it pushes the morality of the actual viewership. You almost are like, yes, I believe you can get that next batch of perfect meth out. I want you to get that next batch of perfect meth out. And you're, what the heck am I doing? I'm cheering for a meth cook?
Cortisol spike from video games leads to broken TV, not optimal. Alarm set for 11:30, terrible for circadian rhythm. Sleeping with phone right next to body, not optimal. Hitting snooze, gonna wake up more tired, terrible. Waking up to random knocking, a natural wake up would be optimal. Leaving bed for the first time at 1 p.m., atrocious. Hopefully socks are 100% cotton, so feet don't smell and health is optimized. Showing muscles with tank top, beneficial for self-confidence. Opening the door without asking who's there, not optimal for one's safety. Rent is due, cortisol has been spiked due to stress, not optimal for health. Microplastic waters, terrible. Diet soda, terrible. Fruit, beneficial, hopefully it's organic. Honey buns, atrocious. Covered in microplastics, terrible. Eating high-fat, high-carb meal to destroy metabolic system, terrible. Mindless scrolling, not optimal for brain function. Tinder, not optimal. Addicted to Tinder, terrible. Ran out of swipes, tempted to buy premium, not optimal situation. Playing video games, frying dopamine, terrible. 7 years later, mouth tape is beneficial for sleep. Practicing faith, supreme. Dipping face in cold water, optimal for focus. Pants are too tight, not optimal for fertility. High intensity sprinting is beneficial for testosterone levels. Listening to music is bad for dopamine baseline levels over time. Hopefully water is cold for optimal focus and productivity. Hopefully skincare routine does not disrupt hormones. Staring at phone while eating, not allowing for proper nutrient absorption and digestion. Unsure what he's eating, but steak and eggs would be optimal. Now that you've made it to 10,000, we gotta hit 20.
Mentoring client with goal setting, optimal for both people.
Here's how to tell if you're brainwashed. If it's impossible for you to have a positive thought about someone no matter what they've done. For all Democrats, name one positive thing about Trump. Can't do it? You're brainwashed. Now all MAGAs, that felt superior just now. The opposite is just as true. If you can't have a negative thought about him no matter what he does, you're just as brainwashed. This is day 9 of controlling minds. Real people have good and bad sides, every single one. A evil dictator might love his dog. A hero who saves lives might cheat on his wife. Reality is messy, but your brain has been trained to see certain people as 100% evil or 100% good, and that's brainwashing. Media shows you the same person doing bad things over and over. Never shows context, never shows anything positive. Your brain absorbs this until it becomes automatic. Putin, evil, no nuance needed. Trump, depending on your bubble, either a saint or the devil, no middle ground allowed. Want to know who's brainwashed around you? Listen to how they talk about controversial figures. If they can't name a single positive thing about someone they hate, or a single negative thing about someone they worship, they're gone. Stop listening to them. They're not thinking independently. But if you actually want to see reality, pick the person you hate most and force yourself to find one genuine positive thing about them. Your brain will resist. That resistance is the brainwashing. Push through it, because the ability to think in shades of gray is one of the most valuable skills you can develop.
Is Kanye West better than these rappers? Level 1 is Travis Scott.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Level 2 is J. Cole.
As a pure rapper?
You answer the question how you want it. Is he better than these rappers?
No, he's not a better rapper than
Not better than J. Cole?
Maybe as like a
as an artist overall? Not even?
Yeah, but still, as a rapper?
The question is as a rapper.
No,
you choose how you want to answer it.
No, that's a stupid take.
So let's see level 3 how you would have answered. It would have been Drake.
Drake's a better rapper than Kanye is.
Level 4 would have been Lil Wayne.
What are we talking
Level 5 would have been Jay-Z. Yeah, I know. I see where this is going.
What the fuck are we talking about?
Okay, where do you think you rank Kanye as just a pure rapper? Like top 50, top 30?
Well, I had him in top 10 because it was based off of total artistry, but if we're just going...
Pure rappers, where do you think he'd rank?
Oh, dude, I don't even think he'd be top 30, bro, if I'm being honest with you.
Facts. Maybe top 50?
Mate, I'm so sorry. I thought there was time.
He's just pulled out. I don't have time to stop.
Well, come on, mate. It was a simple mistake.
I don't know if I was going a bit slower.
Please. I've got my boy in the back.
I'm going too fast. I'm sorry.
You have a power to stop deportation for all of that.
Actually, I don't. And that's why we're here.
I need your help.
Okay.
Stop deportation! Stop deportation!
Thank you. All right. What I'd like to do... No, don't worry about it, guys.
Okay, let me finish. Let me. How about these guys don't need to go. Let me finish. I respect the passion of these young people because they feel deeply about the concerns for their families. Now, what you need to know when I'm speaking as President of the United States, and I come to this community, is that if, in fact, I could solve all these problems without passing laws in Congress, then I would do so. But we're also a nation of laws. That's part of our tradition. And so the easy way out is to try to yell and pretend like I can do something by violating our laws. And what I'm proposing is the harder path, which is to use our democratic processes to achieve the same goal that you want to achieve. But it won't be as easy as just shouting. It requires us lobbying and getting it done. So for those of you who are committed to getting this done, I am going to march with you and fight with you every step of the way to make sure that we are welcoming every striving, hard-working immigrant who sees America the same way we do. As a country where no matter who you are or what you look like or where you come from, you can make it if you try.
Hey, good morning, Kanye.
Shut the fuck up. 4 a.m. It's 4 a.m. and you ask me how it's going. You know I don't want you to say nothing to me. You hear what I'm saying?
For your safety, I strongly suggest you do the same. Get all your friends around, call every friend you have right now, all of them. Invite them over for a party. When they all turn up, pour out sparkling water. Pour it all out. Pour it out. Say, everyone, let's have a glass of water together. Water can't hurt anybody. We're all probably dehydrated anyway. What's the worst water can do? Everyone, let's have a nice glass of water, and everyone's gonna drink it. And when you see that one dude, oh, there's bubbles. Never speak to him again.
It's really humiliating to be shaking a cup 24 hours a day and people just look at you like you're some kind of little bum, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I have had people to walk past me and say, get a job, bum. And I said, wait a minute, I'm not a bum, I'm a human being. And it's hard. But after the end of the day, when people go home and everybody get on the message train and they mind, and then I just feel so bad that I can't be going on, you know. I'm sorry. But it's really emotional because I'm really trying to get myself together and get off this train. You know, I don't care what it's doing. If I can get a job and through this humility, you know, I mean, you just lose all your humility when you're shaking a cook begging. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can look at a person and tell if they give you respect or not. You know what I mean? A lot of people look at you like you're just a piece of crumbs. You know, I had one guy walk past me and talk about me so bad, and then I just looked at him. I said, God bless you, sir. He walked past and went down the street, come right back. And he said, you know what, man, I had a bad day. He said, I'm sorry for even calling you that. He said, because I know you're a human being. He said, would you accept my apology? I said, apology accepted. He went in his pocket and gave me $30 and said, go get you a room and get you something to eat.